I'm Theo from Wani. I'm here with Morgan from Marduk. You guys were last here in Australia in 2015 with Inquisition, but you're now returning with Gorguts, Ulcerate Départe for the Direct Underground Fest, with some further dates around the country. How does it feel to be bringing blackness back down under?
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre because as you mentioned, we were there earlier on the tour, on the Frontschwein tour, but I mean, we decided as it was a 20-year jubileum since the Heaven Shall Burn when our gathered album was out. We decided to play the whole album on a festival in our hometown.
Yeah.
And then our old booking agency from Australia wondered if we weren't interested in doing that over there as well. And we thought it was a rather bizarre idea to go over to Australia and New Zealand to play that whole album. So why not? It's an interesting option to do, and it's always great to be back over there. So we decided to go for it,
Yeah.
So overall, we do I think worldwide we do 10 or 11 shows playing the whole album for the only time ever it will happen. So it's an interesting idea to do it in Australia.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, normally we don't get privileged to have black metal tours with such epic bands across the bill because we're so far away from most of guys like you. I guess that sort of explains how it comes about, but is there any particular draw to bring this to Australia for you?
I mean, it's bizarre because it was the booking agency who had the idea to do it from also. And I mean, for us, we are road dogs. We believe in what we do, and what is better than to be able to perform what we have done all across the world, and to get the option to perform a 20-year-old album live over in Australia and New Zealand and certain other parts of the world is very flattering. So we decided to go for it, and I think it's a unique thing to do. And for us, we believe in what we do, and therefore it's great to be able to perform it all across the world.
Definitely, it's very special, and I guess an honouring kind of thing to experience.
Yeah, and it's honouring for us to be back in Australia. We always have a great time over there, so we look forward to it again.
Is there anything in particular that you really enjoy about Australia?
It's a fascinating aspect for being European. It's so different when it comes to climate and everything. So it's a different part of the world for us, and it's always interesting to see other parts of the world, so it's a win-win situation.
Definitely. So switching focus, I'd like to talk about something that happened recently with the band's show on February the 18th at the Oakland Metro Operahouse being cancelled due to the anti-fascist groups. Given that the venue has actually come out and stated that they trawled through all of your interview history and could find no evidence that the band or any members are white supremacists, nationalists, or
yeah, the thing is that the whole thing about that, I think, was really blown out of proportion. It's actually a handful of kids to decide they want to judge what people should listen to or see, and that's the way they work. They're not satisfied with anything in their lives, so they demonstrate and cause problems for other people. So I think it was really blown out of proportion, but the police decided to cancel it because of security reasons. Otherwise, the show would have happened because the promoters wanted to do it. We wanted to do it, so it was really blown out of proportion and giving air to those kind of people, so it was a bit retarded, but we'll be back over there.
Well, that's good to hear. That's definitely good to hear. That's not going to slow you guys down at all.
Nah, we're going back over in August, September.
Yep, great. Do you find it disappointing to see things like this, shows getting cancelled because there's minorities sort of with the loudest voice crying out about them?
Not disappointed, but I mean, the world is really filled with retards, so shit will always happen. I mean, there's always, every circus has its clown, so whatever, shit happens. I'm not going to focus that much about it. We'll get over it like we've done with a lot of problems in the past, so it's no big deal. Yeah,
for sure. Definitely. So, you released your 13th album, Frontschwein, over 2 years ago now. Knowing that you guys are normally always working and powering on, is there anything you can tell us about things that are coming up in the future?
We've done a lot of touring for the Frontschwein album across most parts of this world, and we still have some to go because we're going to do the final touring leg. I think will be August, September over in North America. We're going to do USA and Canada again. And after that, I think we'll go into the studio around that time. We have completed a lot of music, and everything is falling into its right place. We're just looking for the right option to enter the studio, and then we'll see when. We're not going to go out and speak a lot about it, but we will let everybody know when the album is completed. It will be known. But we are far ahead in the process of it, so we're keeping busy as usual.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great to hear. Given the past directions of your albums, do you think this next release is going to follow the same vein, or are you going to explore anything new, or Where do you
I
think?
don't know. We don't really sit down and try to be different or explore something new. For us, it's about making music and lyrics become one, and that takes us where it takes us. So, as I said, we completed a lot of material, but it's also impossible to say how it will end up because things have a tendency to change until the last day in the studio. You know, things can change around a lot. So that will be up to everybody to witness when the album arrives.
Yeah, of course. You've got to let it be a natural process after all.
Yes, I mean, we cannot sit down and try to... We've never been that kind of band who sit down and think what's popular now, or what should we do now? Should we sit down and think or go in a different direction? It's about doing what comes naturally all the time.
I think that definitely shows as well. You know, if you create music from the heart, it's got an authenticity, a quality to it.
That's the way to go.
Definitely.
Well, you can never sit down. Of course you can, but it's not our way to work. I don't really care what's going on in the music scene. For us, it's about creating music and lyrics that we believe in.
Definitely. I understand. I've seen in a previous interview that you've had the privilege of trying Australia's own Vegemite.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting.
It's a love it or hate it with a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's rather unique and it's good in its own way.
Is there anything in particular you'd like to try whilst you're in Australia this time? Whether that be sights to see or...
things being over there a few times. So, I mean, not anything specific I can come to mind right now, but I mean, overall, I think in Australia you have fantastic food and fantastic people, so it's always a great pleasure to be in Australia. And we always look forward to be back in all perspectives, you know.
Great. Well, that's something I'm sure a lot of people
we have a few selected days off over there, so we try to see more of the nature. That's what I really would like to do.
Fantastic. So, just winding up, is there anything else you'd like to let Australian fans know ahead of this tour?
No, not really. I mean, for us, it's a great option to be back and being invited to come over there and play a 20-year-old album in Australia and also New Zealand. So it's a great option to be back and do something unique, you know, and for us, it's always unique to be in Australia since it's not really our neighbor, if I should say. So it's quite across the world. But I mean, it's great. We always had a strong support even back from those days. So therefore, it's great to be able to play that album over there.
Fantastic.
Well, that album is not that long, so we'll consist and play a lot of songs from other albums as well. So that's
great.
already there.
Fantastic. Well, Morgan, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. See you over there.
All the best on your tour. See ya.